I'm pretty nervous about it actually. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I typically make weight loss related videos. So if that type of stuff interests you, I highly encourage you to subscribe right now down below. Big red button, you can't miss it. That way you can follow along and you won't miss a video. Today's video is a weigh-in day. If you remember the last couple of weeks, I've had some ups and downs. I had family come and visit. I went off plan. I gained like 7 pounds. And then the last 2 weeks, I've been working off that weight again. So today's weigh-in is kind of a big deal because I'm gonna find out whether or not I lost all of that gained weight that I gained a couple weeks ago when family visited. So fingers are crossed for that. I'm pretty nervous about it actually. Okay, so as I said, 2 weeks ago, family visited. I gained a bunch of weight the week leading up to their visit and during that weekend that they visited. I was just off plan. I wasn't making the best decisions. You know, guys, this journey is an up and down for everyone, and that just happened to be a down week for me. So last week, I lost, if you haven't seen that video, I suggest you go watch it so you can kind of catch up with things. But last week, I ended up losing most of the weight, but not all of it. I think I lost maybe like 5 pounds or something. I'll have to go check, and I'll put it right here what I did end up losing. But my total weight for last week's weigh-in was 216.6, and so I think I was 221 something after that family weekend. So I went from 221 to 216 something. I'll have to check the numbers for you. And that was last week. So I lost most of that weight last week, but I still had a couple more pounds to lose because prior to that family weekend, I had gotten down to 214 something. Again, I'll have to check the numbers and I'll put it right here. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that too. Anyway, like I said, the last couple weeks have been up and down for me. So this week is kind of significant. I'm really hoping that I am beneath that 214 of a couple weeks ago before my family visited, because then that will mean I am truly back on track. That's such a frustrating process, I'm sure, if you've had a gain and then had to lose that weight you had already lost before. You know my frustration. But so yeah, that is what we are getting into today. Hopefully things are back on track. Before we get into my actual weigh-in, I wanted to kind of talk with you about what I did this week and last week to re-lose the weight that I gained, as far as my intake of food and my dieting, if that's what you call it, and my exercise that I incorporated this week. So diet-wise, I've been sticking to a keto / low carb kind of diet. I really try to not focus so much on whether or not I'm in the perfect ketogenic zone or whatever. I just eat the foods that I know are keto friendly, and I try to make sure that my portions are appropriate and that my calories for the day are under 2,000. I don't have a super strict calorie number that I have to meet or that I have to be under every day. I just try to shoot for under 2,000. Most of the time I'm closer to like 1,600 every day. But I try to get in that upper, around 15, between 15 and 17. I try to shoot for that, but I give myself a little wiggle room because I'm not a perfect human. I don't exactly measure every single thing on my plate. I give myself, a little bit of wiggle room like that. So that's why I give myself that little range to kind of be in. And so, yeah, I did pretty well this week. I stayed within, my calories. I stayed within my portions. A few weeks ago, I told you guys about how I have this like a little addiction to this melted peanut butter chocolate mixture. So I've been working that out of my system also. I've stopped. I ate it like every day. I would be like my little cheat thing every day, and it was kind of holding me back. Now, I'm not a perfect person. I didn't completely eliminate it this week. I did have 2 days where I did have a little bit of peanut butter and some chocolate. It is sugar-free chocolate, but it's still not perfectly keto, and so it's not a perfect thing. I'm not a perfect person. Thumbs up if you're not a perfect person down below. But anyway, I did better with that this week. I limited the amount that I had this week. As far as exercise goes, I went on a couple bike rides with my husband, and we have a little mile per hour thing on it, and I try to stay at the same mile per hour or above. That way I can really kind of track how much better and faster I'm getting on the bike. Now, several months ago, I remember telling my husband that I can maintain 9 miles per hour the whole time. And this last bike ride, I was able to maintain 11 miles per hour. So that's really great. I'm seeing an improvement in what my body is able to do as far as bike riding. And that's a non-scale victory for me this week. I also went to the gym one time and ran a mile. And I did some, I think it's called calisthenics or something. It's where you use your own body weight to do workouts. So like sit-ups, crunches. I did like little butterfly kick things, that kind of stuff. And so I did have one day where I did that. So I would say I exercised 3 times this week, which is really good for me. I try to do it as often as I can. Some weeks are better than others, and I think 3 times a week is pretty good for me, so I'm happy with that. All right, so now it is time to reveal whether or not I lost the weight of the last couple weeks. What we're shooting for, again, is to be 214 or less. That will mean that I have lost all the weight that I gained a couple weeks ago when my family visited. So we will see what I am at now. Hopefully I'm below 214. Here we go. I'm so nervous. 213.7, folks. Oh my God. That means that I've lost all the weight I gained plus an additional pound. So I am officially the lowest weight that I have been since starting this journey. And probably since the last several years, because yeah, I don't remember when I've been 213. So that's amazing. Guys, I'm 13 pounds away from Wonderland. Oh my God, I can taste it. Yay! Oh my God. So 213.7 this week. So if I subtract that from last week's weight, that means I lost a total of 2.9 pounds this week. Yay! Now, I did say that part of that was something I had already lost a couple weeks ago, but that's okay. I've lost it all again, and I'm even a pound less than when I started. So I am fully back on track, folks. If you are proud of me, let me hear you down below. Tell me about your successes this week. Tell me your weight. If you lost or gained, let me know. 2.9 pounds. Woohoo! All right. So I'd like to talk about what my plans are for the upcoming week. More of the same, really. I want to continue focusing on keeping within my calories, keeping within my portion sizes, eating the proper foods, eliminating more and more of that peanut butter addiction that I have, and just trying to work out as much as I can again. We had a recent COVID outbreak at our gym, and so they've completely closed it down until further notice, I guess. So I'm not sure when I'll be able to actually get back into the gym, but as we know, we can't use that as an excuse. We have to work around that. So I will try to incorporate more neighborhood runs if I have to, and maybe do some yoga in my living room or just something so that I'm not using the fact that my gym is closed as an excuse. So we cannot use that as an excuse. So anyways, that's my plan for the week. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're proud of me. I love being able to become accountable to you guys by sharing what I did. And it always feels so good inside when I have a positive thing to share with you, a good milestone that I made that week. I love sharing that with you. And I really appreciate all of you following along and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, if you're new here, I encourage you to do it. I have a long way to go. This journey is hard, it's bumpy, it has ups and downs, and the more people that I have supporting me and encouraging me along the way, I just know that I will be more successful. And if you are on a weight loss journey of your own, I encourage you to let me know down below. Say hello if you're new, and let me know if you have a channel, and I'll be glad to check it out and give you some support as well. Okay folks, it is time to check out some more of my videos. On the screen you will see that there are 2 videos, and one of them YouTube recommends for you. YouTube thinks you'll like that video, and the other is one that I'm recommending for you. I hope you'll take some time to go check out those ones as well. All right, I will see you in my next video. Bye.